Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Elfi Putra bin Amansyah. So for my part, I will present you Chapter 1, the introduction. So for the background study, what is green building? A green building is one that was created with the highest standard of water, energy and material sustainability in mind. It does this in order to give people a better living environment that benefits their health and well-being over the course of building's life. The Green Building Index is a system that Malaysia uses to develop and approve green buildings. The GBI provides developers with instructions and rating tools to help them comprehend and design structures that are in line with the effectiveness and benefit environmental aims of green design. There are 6 key areas in the GBI rating system. There is energy efficiencies, indoor environment quality, materials and resources, sustainable planning and management, water efficiency and innovation. What is green building concept? The idea of green building is becoming more popular worldwide, especially in Malaysia. According to experts in the green building techniques, there are buildings that make sure waste is greatly reduced at every stage of the building's construction and operation, resulting in low costs. Techniques associated with the green building include measures to prevent soil erosion, rainwater harvesting, solar energy use, preparation of the landscape to reduce heat, reduction in water usage, recycling of wastewater and use of top-notch energy efficient practices. So for the problem statement, in developing nations like Malaysia, the same percentage is anticipated even without addressing the use of resources and energy during the construction phase. This is a great number of resources and energy used in the life cycle of a building. More than 6 million tons of rubbish have been produced, of which a quarter was produced in the Klang Valley alone, Malaysia's most affluent region. As a result, solid waste management is currently one of the country's largest environmental issues. Without effective regulations, the construction industry overuse natural resources like forests for building materials, housing, and industries, which worsens the environment. Lack of environmental consideration in resource exploitation, development, and management, as well as poor pollution resource control, are the main causes of many environmental problems in this country. These problems, if not systematically managed, will worsen and pose obstacles for environmentally friendly building in the following ways. When compared to industrialized countries, it was found that Malaysia's construction industry is still falling behind in terms of waste management, rainfall collecting, and carbon footprint reduction. For design objectives, there are 3, which is to study more on environmentally friendly project management strategies based on green building standards, to apply the understanding of the high performance green building and sustainability concepts, and to demonstrate the awareness of the elements that could affect and how to specify green building system components. And for the design scope, this group project goal is to propose green building principles to non-residential structures, including mosques and retail establishments. As of our selection, we have chosen mosques as our non-residential structure to implement the green building principles. After that, the GBI Green Building Index rating tools will be used to evaluate it. The outcomes will be computed and examined.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Izwan, and I'm going to talk about literature review. So firstly I'm going to talk about history of green technology. What is green technology? Green technology is renewable energy that have been around for 1,000 years. For example, wind was used to carry ships over water as early as 7,000 years ago by the Egyptians. The primary sources of renewable energy in history were firstly human labor, animal power, water power, wind and firewood. So next we have green initiative and certification, which is by the world. So firstly, during 1992, when the Energy Star was launched by EPA, which is Environmental Protection Agency in the United States. So this is the list of some major green initiatives that were contribute to the world. I'm going to talk about a few of them. Firstly, Climate Service Computer Initiative, CSCI. Then the Electronic Product Environmental Assessment Tool, EPEAT, and TCO certification. So we bring the green technology to the Malaysia, which is our country. So the policies that align with national green technology. Firstly, we have Paris Agreement under the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change in 2016. Then we have national policy, National Green Technology Policy, and GTP. For the third is the 11 Malaysia Plan strategies, which during 2016 until 2020. And the last, I'm gonna talk, the example is National Policy Green Technology Master Plan (GTMP), which we plan during 2017 until 2030. Next, the Green Building Index, which is GBI. GBI is tools of green technology for buildings and construction, like that. This is the what we call rating system for buildings developed by PAM, which is Pertuan Architect Malaysia / Malaysian Institute of Architects and ACEM. So, what the function of this? The GBI environmental rating system is created to define green building by establishing a common language and standard of measurement. Secondly, promote integrated world building design and recognize and reward environmental leadership.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shazlan bin Yunus. I will talk about project information. This project is known as the Haji Ismail Mosque, which will be built at Jalan Astana 30/1, Puncak Alam Town, 42300 Kuala Selangor. It was built on land that was the site of former mosque. It has an area of 3,564 meters square. This is the detail of the project. This is the assessment criteria and their overall score point, which is energy efficiency point is 35, in the environment quality 21 score, sustainable site planning and management 16 score, material and resources 11 score, water efficiency 10 score, and innovation is 7 point, and the total score is 100 point. And this is the Green Building Index classification. In Chapter 4, I will talk about energy efficiency. Energy efficiency is elimination of energy waste by utilizing less energy to do the same task. For minimum EE performance, we use lightweight concrete and lightweight concrete block to this project. It helps maintain a pleasant temperature and reduce using HVAC to cooling inside the mosque. This is the calculation of OTTV of this mosque project, and this makes sure the one score point is we get it. Next, we proceed to lighting zoning. Is provide individually switches lighting zone. The size of individually switches lighting zone must known as its 100 meters square for 90% of the NLA. The switches are clearly marked and simple for building occupants to use, also easy to access it. And next project is auto sensor lighting is applied to save electricity consumption, and we are also added some motion sensor at least 25% of the NLA to detect any movement inside the mosque. This is intended to earn 3 points in the use of green technology of lighting zoning. Next, we proceed to EE4, which is renewable energy. This project will use the solar system grid connected to high efficiency photogenic universe 300 watt monocycline solar panel. Is reducing electricity costs as well as reducing the greenhouse effect. The example calculation are provided below, which is the dimension is 164 in length, width is 99 cm, and the height is 3.5 cm. Peak power of the solar panel is 300 watt, maximum power voltage is 32.7 voltan, maximum power current is 9.17 ampere. The maximum efficiency calculation is there, and the efficiency is 18.1%. This is equivalent with 5 point score. Next, we move to EE5, which is advanced EE performance. We also using method from EE1, which is lightweight concrete and lightweight concrete block. And this must also provide transparent glazing differ from opaque surfaces in some of the energy from solar radiation is directly to the interior of the environment. It lessen heat transfer across a portion of the building envelope, insulating glass thickness from 3 to 10 mm. This is the example calculation for BEI of the mosque. We get 90.63 kilowatt meter square per year. With installation of the efficiency photogenic universe 300 watt monocycline solar panel, we got new BEI, which is 74.22 kilowatt meter square per year. This is equivalent with 15 point, which is BI under 90 kilowatt per meter square per year.
For indoor air quality or EQ, the item EQ2, which is environmental tobacco smoke, ETS control, we have displayed a no smoking signage throughout the most area. From that, the score 1 is achieved. For item EQ3, which is carbon dioxide monitoring and control, we have installed one carbon dioxide monitoring and control system sensor at indoor main prayer hall rated to facilitate continuous monitoring and adjustment of outside air ventilation rates and ensure independent control of ventilation rates to maintain carbon dioxide level lower than 1000 ppm to achieve the score 1. For item EQ4, which is indoor air pollutants, we have a summary report of the implementation of low VOC materials in our project, and it is all following the need of the assessment, which obtained us 2 points for maximum score. For item EQ5, which is mold prevention, in the summary report, since our most is open air, the building is fully naturally ventilated and directly giving the score 1 for the assessment to be achieved. For item EQ7, which is air change effectiveness, the score 1 is achieved from the summary report detailing the design criteria that providing effective delivery of clean air to reduce mixing with indoor pollutants in order to promote a healthy indoor environment and met the criteria of at least 90% of the NLA. For item EQ8, which is daylighting, the summary report of the design daylight strategy showing more than 50% of the NLA has a daylight factor in the range 1 to 3.5% as measured at the working plane at 100 mm from floor level, making the score 0.2 is achieved. For item EQ9, which is daylight glare control, window blinds are set to eliminate glare from all direct sun penetration and keep horizontal workspace lux level below 2000, giving us the score 1 for the point. And for the EQ12, which is external views, max point score of 2 is obtained from allowing long distance views is achieved for building occupants high strain, minimizing, and the provision of visual connection to the outdoor is attainable with more than 75% of the NLA has a direct light of sight to vision glazing at a height of 1.2 meter from floor level. And the last item for EQ is EQ13, which is internal noise levels. This assessment score 1 is achieved by maintaining the internal noise at an appropriate level of 90% of the NLA.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Iman bin Muhammad Trawushi. So, for the third criteria of GBI assessment is sustainable site planning and management. We get total of 11 points for this criteria. So, for the first point, we get from SM1, which is site selection. Our site plan below show a setback dimension to boundary with 20 feet at the left, right and 40 feet at the back. The distance from site to meet any prohibited land are improbable. This also to reduce the environmental effect of surrounding. Then, for the second point is SM2, which is brownfield redevelopment. We develop our most on existing damage site, which is a surah before to reduce pressure on undeveloped land. But certification of ISO below showed that our company already been audited, especially in soil investigation, laboratory testing, and had approval for meet the requirement and standard to proceed with a new construction. For the next 2 points, our project will fulfill the SM3 criteria, which is development density and community connectivity. Our project is located at Puncak Alam, which is an urban area, so with high density development will minimize opening up new greenfield. Then below show our location site within 1 km radius around, and 3/4 of the area which is the highlighted were filled with existing building and ongoing project. Then in 1 km radius there are 33 basic service near the site, and there are a pedestrian walkway as the connection both of them. Now we already have 4 points. Next, SM4, environmental management consists of 2 points. These are criteria to conserve existing natural and promote biodiversity. On previously developed or graded site, a minimum of 50% of the site area exclude the building footprint be restored with a native or adaptive vegetation. Then this also applicable at the landscape on rooftop. So the type of vegetation we use for landscaping is Dextree, Golden Photos, Muraya paniculata, and Yellow Aurelia. Then at the side is SMC, which is another 1 point classic, which is quality assessment system for building construction work. The project quality plan as shown below have been submitted to GAP, and we get approval. At the left side is show the building plan of site amenity for staff and worker that consist of site office, temporary accommodation, and health facility. This is to fulfill the SM7, which is worker site amenity for 1 point. Then at the right side is the SM8, which is public transportation access. As we can see from the picture, there are a total of 10 bus stops in 1 kilometer radius. This can reduce pollution from automobile use. This criteria is 1 point. Lastly, for point 10 and 11 is from SM9 and SM10, which is detailed for parking plan. SM9 is priority of green vehicle that near to the side entrance. This will encourage the use of green vehicle. Then for SM10 is parking for ordinary vehicle. Thank you.
Thank you, the previous presenter. So then I will talk about materials and resources. So firstly is this. This is a proposed use building material that we'll use in this project, and below this is temporary formwork, framing instructions as the stability for this project. Then we have second, material and resources, which is first components such as doors, cabinetries, post, temporary formwork, framing instructions. All of that is 30% of the total cost. This is information of sources and suppliers on the materials. Then material and sources 3. The percentage of regional material used is 1 million per 4.3 million, which is same as 23%. So this is the information of the manufacturer. Then this is the distance between project site and the manufacturer. So we going to the material and resources 4. This is the FSC certification of food product that we use in this project. So, and 5, this is schematic drawing of proposed location of non-hazardous material and permanent recycle bins. And 6, this is conversion racks that we use for this project. And 7, this is the type of refrigerant and clean agents proposed for this project. So we move to water efficiency. Firstly, we have the technical report on rainwater collection. This is the technical report of the concept and details of rainwater collection. This is schematic of rainwater harvesting for our project. And secondly is schematic showing that how the wastewater is recycled, stored and utilized. Thirdly is the proposed list of native or adaptive plants that require minimal water for landscaping. This is our proposed rotor system, and this is the proposed details of rotor system. Then we have water efficiency. Below is description of the system and explanation how the system reduces of 50% of annual potable water consumption. And lastly, we have the EMS monitoring to incorporate provision of analog or digital flow water of submitters. Thank you.
Okay, lastly, innovation. Innovation is the application of concept in a way that result in the creation of new product or service or enhance the provision of existing ones. For IN1 innovation, this must also provide the heat recovery system. Is maintain a specific temperature in the habitat space by supplying conditional air. Goal of heat recovery system is to transfer thermal energy between different fluid, solid or solid surface that are in thermal contact and at a different temperatures. By recovering the waste heat recovery system can reduce the amount of energy needed to heat, cool and ventilated buildings. Its reduced energy use can make a significant contribution to a sustainable society by lowering greenhouse gas emission. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Wan Muhammad Burhan bin Wan Muhammad Zulkifli. So this is my turn and today I will present about project cost estimation. Project cost estimation is an important element in a construction. It must be calculated accurately according to specification so that loss will not occur. This table will show you guys about general summary of project cost estimation. Our project is to build mosque at Puncak Alam Selangor. So there are 6 criteria based on Green Building Index, which is energy efficiency, indoor environmental quality, sustainable site planning and management, material and resources, water efficiency and innovation. So total cost for energy efficiency is 348,449 and 64 cents only. This cost include materials such as solar panel, sensor movement and sensor lamp. Then the cost for indoor environmental quality is 4,475 and 20 cents only. Based on the bill of quantity, we put up no smoking signboard, carbon dioxide detector, and blinds to prevent heat from entering. Based on bill of quantity, we need 303,830 only to complete the third criteria, which is sustainable planning and management. For material and resources, we made a research paper to estimate the cost of material. So based on our research, the cost for material and resources is 4.3 million. Lastly, the cost for the water expansion and innovation criteria are 41,026 and 60 cent and 605 and 19.4 cent only. To see the calculation more clearly, we can see the bill of quantity in the project report. The total amount for our project to achieve the 6 criteria is 4,998,370 and 38 cent only. So I think that's all from me. Thank you. I will pass for the next presenter. Thank you.
As we can see from the table, the overall point score for our project MOS based on Green Building Index rating 2 is 69. So our project is classified for silver rating 2.
So, for the conclusion and recommendation, this study is analyzed the green building rating system of non-residential new construction. So, the highlight is the difference in rating criteria and the weighting of criteria. For the recommend, we recommend of examining main aspect within the rating system in order to continuously improve the efficiency of the rating system. Then for the future study, they also can highlight the need to examine the implementation of the rating system and the barriers to their implementation.